Hey!
Yo!
Jess Hilarious.
Wake your ass up.
Good morning, Charlamagne the guy.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody feel?
Weekend is over.
Weekend is over. I had a busy weekend.
Where you was at?
God, I went to Dallas. I had a show with D.L. Hughley, Eddie Griffin. That was my first time meeting Eddie Griffin. He was funny.
Mm-hmm.
His voice still the same. My favorite Eddie Griffin movie is Undercover Brother. So I really wanted to meet him so bad, and I did. Ricky Smiley hosted. It was great. It was sold out. It was at the Texas CU Theater.
Okay.
Dope.
Did you take the baby
dope.
with you?
Had the baby with me. And then Sunday, we had a shoot. Me and Chris had a shoot. We're doing a really big event for these Nigerian people. It's gonna be so lit. I can't do too much talking about it, but we had a shoot. It's gonna be for Valentine's Day, and then we had to come here. So I'm running off 2 hours of sleep. But look, I'm excited.
Look good.
You look great.
Thank you, because this is like my first official day. I got flowers.
You got flowers
today.
Nice beat on the
balloons.
face.
That's right.
Absolutely. That was Friday too, though. But listen, and they got me my balloons. Welcome back, Jess. I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Nice.
Salute to Eddie Griffin, man. I quote Eddie Griffin every day, probably for the last couple of months, because he said something a long time ago. He said, "Don't no black man in entertainment leave clean." He was like, they gonna put something on you, and he was like, there's no black man in entertainment who ever gets to a certain level who leaves clean. And I think about that all the time.
Well,
I love Eddie Griffin though. It was a fun show.
Well, you were out of town too, right, Charlamagne?
Yeah, I was in Nashville, Tennessee. You know, for the last few years, we've been doing something called the Thriller Possibility Summit with Nissan and Black Effect, and we bring in 50 HBCU students to Nashville, Tennessee, and it's HBCU students that are majoring in the STEAM fields, like science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Yep. And we just have a weekend of panels and networking, and we fly in people to talk to them and just have conversations with them and just pour into the next generation, man. So salute to everybody I saw in Nashville over the weekend. Salute to my good sister Dolly Bishop for putting all that together, and Nissan for sponsoring it and all of that good stuff.
Dope. Yes. All right. I was off this weekend for the first time in a long time, but I wasn't off because it was when I wasn't off, my kids wanted to do everything. Yep. We didn't went to the Nickelodeon Park at American Dream. We went to iFly. We didn't went to what else did we do? We went bowling. We played Uno. We watched every movie they wanted to watch. So I ain't do nothing all weekend.
You was working all weekend.
I was off the weekend.
You were being a parent,
right?
That's work.
You was being a parent,
and the kids didn't have no games, so it's not like I had a game. Nope, there was nothing. We just played and had fun all weekend. I didn't really watch football. It's not like my teams are playing anymore or anything like that. But
my team's still playing. There's still a pathway. It's still a pathway.
Pathway to where?
I feel
pathway to where?
I feel like it's election night. Even though everything's
so there's a little chance. If the blue wall holds
even though we can see what's happening. Even though we can see what's clearly going on.
And now I am a Ravens fan.
Oh, now you're a Ravens fan.
I switch.
You was a Steelers fan.
The Steelers are good though.
All this time, I know the Steelers are good. That's crazy. That as soon as I switched back, the Ravens, they lost a couple games. I was mad. Then I kept seeing glow with the Steelers, and I was like,
you can have two teams.
Yeah, but two rival teams is crazy. No. To be a Ravens fan and a Steelers fan, the Ravens ain't gonna allow it.
There's a lot of that going on. You can pick your own gender. You can be homosexual. You can pick to have two sports teams. Do what you do, Jess.
I know.
Do what you do.
Well, let's get the show cracking.
And happy Veterans Day today, man. Salute all the veterans out there, man.
Happy Veterans Day.
My father being one, yes.
My pops as well.
We appreciate all your service, man. Y'all are so unappreciated in this country, but we salute y'all on this day.
Yes, they have a huge parade going down in Manhattan today. Usually kids have off on Veterans Day?
I never remember that. Jess asked me that last week. I don't remember.
I thought that we might have been off for the radio because I thought it seemed like a big holiday, like it should be, like every other.
They be changing the holidays because we used to get off for Columbus Day, but now there's we don't get off for Columbus Day.
I thought we were off of Veterans Day, but no, we're not.
All right. Well, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will be joining us.
Yes, indeed.
She's a psychology expert. Yeah. So she'll be talking to us. You might have seen her interview that she did with Cam Newton. Also, her interview she did with. She
does a lot of conversations with Nick Cannon.
She said that with Nick Cannon too.
So we're going to talk to her in a little bit. But let's get the show cracking. We got front page news when we come back. Morgan Wood will be joining us. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Let's start off with sports. Now, yesterday the Giants played the Panthers in Munich out, and the game was, I think, 9:30 a.m. They lost in overtime 2017. Patriots beat the Bears, 49ers beat the Buccaneers, the Bills beat the Colts, Chiefs beat the Broncos, Steelers beat the Commanders, the Vikings beat the Jaguars, the Chargers beat the Titans, Saints beat the Falcons, the Cardinals destroyed the Jets, the Eagles destroyed the Cowboys, the Lions beat the Texans.
Watch your mouth. Your team got destroyed too.
We didn't get destroyed. We lost by 3 in overtime.
It don't matter. You see our record? Okay.
You see your record?
Exactly. So it's been destruction all year. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan and I voted Democrat this year. I'm just a loser.
It's Monday Night Football. The Dolphins take on the Rams at 8:15. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, y'all. Y'all feeling okay? Everybody except for Charlamagne, right?
I'm great. Life is good.
Okay, good. Are you going to pull up on Dak while he's in New York getting checked out?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right, so moving on. All right.
Might send him a thought. I don't know about prayers.
Damn.
Oh, man.
All right. That's your quarterback, Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of thoughts and prayers, you guys know I love HBCUs, but unfortunately, tragedy struck at Tuskegee University in Alabama over the weekend during their homecoming. One person is dead, 16 others injured after a shooting at the Alabama college. Now, police say the shooting happened around 2 a.m. on Saturday at the university. 18-year-old who was not a student of the school was pronounced dead at the scene. Yes, 12 others wounded by gunfire and another 4 hurt ensuing panic. Now, a witness who only wanted to be identified by Alyssa was visiting from Atlanta. She told NBC News that it was like a big party in the parking lot when shots rang out, and she captured it on TikTok. Let's hear from Alyssa's TikTok. And here's a trigger warning, by the way, that is going to be some intense audio to hear. So please, this is a trigger warning.
Get down. Oh my gosh. Get down.
Jesus.
I feel like I stopped at the car too close.
It's students, and they usually, it's like a big family reunion, so you never really see the beefing or shooting, never at all.
I don't expect it ever, but those are the moments where I'm on high alert. Anytime there's a mass group of people around, when there's a large group of people around, in my mind, that crosses my mind. I'm not going to sit there and act like I
don't see that at homecoming. Homecoming is usually positivity. It's usually happiness. It's usually fun. You don't usually see that at
Forget about
homecoming.
the event.
But
Think about the crowd.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But that's the crowd. The crowd is usually alumni.
Forget about the event. Just think about being in a large group of people. That's where my mind goes nowadays.
Yeah, because anything like at raves and festivals, anything with large crowds, it's like you gotta be open to it. I know, usually not, but large crowd.
Keep your head on the swivel, right? Stay vigilant. Absolutely.
So there's been mass shootings in church, it could be mass shootings anywhere.
Yeah.
Mass shootings in synagogues, it could be mass shootings anywhere. That's my mindset.
So police say they have arrested 25-year-old Jaquez Myrick of Montgomery, Alabama, and charged him with machine gun possession with the intention that there may be more charges coming because obviously he wasn't just shooting by himself. Sheriff Andre Brunson and Mayor Lawrence Haygood Jr. spoke with NBC News about the incident, and here's what they had to say.
I mean, it was something like I had never seen before, and I want to see anything else like that. And we had security on campus, all day, all week. So no indication that anything like this might happen. Or if you've seen some of the videos, it was shooting all over the place. So I think there will be multiple suspects. So we're going to deal with it and try to get every last one of them.
The unfortunate thing was this occurred in an area that no one knew about. It was unauthorized. So there would have been security there, I'm sure, had it been a planned event.
Yeah, classes are canceled today at Tuskegee University, and grief counselors are available for students regarding that incident. And to your point, you're right. One more thing is the suspect himself. He wasn't even a student. He didn't even go to the school. Same thing happened a year ago at Morgan State University. People who weren't even associated with the university caused havoc homecoming week, and the homecoming was shut down. So it was just tragic, and I'm just sad to see this on the campus of HBCUs, any campus, obviously. So, but we'll get into some other stuff, more political stuff at 7 a.m. But that's your front page news for 6 a.m.
All right. Thank you, Morgan. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Let us know how your weekend was, what you did. Is everything all great? You feeling blessed? Whatever it may be, call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's up, Evie?
What's up, Trav?
Yeah, chilling. What's up, Jess?
Good morning, Trav.
Sound like you got something in your throat. You all right?
Oh, man. What's up, Charlamagne?
Trav, you must have found something in Dallas to suck on.
Damn. Oh, you was in Dallas.
Yeah, you went to the game.
God.
You went to the game in Dallas?
Yeah, I went to the game, man. Wasted my time, bro. Lost my voice cussing them out, bro.
You didn't waste your time. It was a good experience. I saw you with your family. You know what I'm saying? All of y'all look alike, by the way. Every single one of y'all look like y'all hopped off the same gremlin.
Damn.
You was in Dallas. I was in Dallas too, Trav.
Yeah, I actually saw that on Nas page, but I should have came to your show.
You should have. It was funny.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was happening. But yeah, I wasted my time coming to this game. And well, I got to spend time with my dad and my brother, like you said, though. So it was that good.
That's right.
That's what's up.
All right. Well, sorry you took that L. You know your team is not making it to the Super Bowl. You can give it up.
First of all, we got a lot of injuries. Dak Prescott is hurt, okay? We would have went to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for Dak.
Don't shut up, man.
If Dak hadn't got hurt, we'd go to the Super Bowl, Trav. Okay?
That's right.
That's our excuse.
All right, y'all.
Goodbye, Trav.
Bye, Trav.
That's our excuse this year.
Okay. Hello, who's this?
Yeah, it's Maurice.
Hey, what's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Oh, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, right. I was saying this, that Kamala, how come she didn't force the blue states to go after this price gouging if she really cared about the economy? Her and Biden, when they had that power and influence. That's what I want to get off.
How do you force the blue states to do that? They're federal government.
The governors and the governors and the district attorneys in them states go, because everybody knows it's a state law, it's a state issue, ain't a federal issue. Price gouging.
You don't think that's federal government overreach though?
That's called using the bully bullshit that they have.
Yeah,
instead of her crying, instead of her complaining about abortion, blowing that out, it should have been blown about this price gouging that they could have done something about in the blue state.
Yeah, but nobody wants that though. I mean, that's one of the reasons you hear a lot of people say they
no, you don't want it because your pockets ain't affected, brother. No, I want them to deal with the money. No, that's the problem, and that's why she lost this. You think the way you think.
First of all, watch your mouth.
We do want to deal with them. But you do want that problem, that money taken care of.
No, you're not listening. You ain't even let me finish my statement. I said most people do not want federal government overreach. They don't want that. They want less government, especially in the states. They don't want the federal government overreaching and interfering with things that they got going on in their state. That's what most people who vote for Trump tell me that they want. That they don't want. They want government out of their business. Federal government.
No, I disagree with that. As an independent thinker, they could have used the bully pulpit to tell them blue governors, blue states, district attorneys deal with these price gouges. It could have made a difference in the election if they showed something that they really cared about the people and their pockets hurt.
Well, that's for one issue that you care about. But then when the federal government starts, overreaching for every single thing, then you're gonna be upset.
Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest,
Wake up.
whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Tony from Fayetteville.
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
Oh, okay. First of all, I want to say, what's up, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and Sexy Jess.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. First thing I want to say about the college shooting.
Yep.
I think they need to start having just the students and alumni come to these homecomings. Because it's getting out of hand like that.
Well, the problem with that, Tony, is they use homecoming a lot of times to recruit students to actually see what the college is about. And like when I go to homecoming, sometimes we bring the kids. Sometimes we bring family friends. So it's a little more than that. I mean, you just would hate to see that because it's like a family reunion. It is positive. I go to these homecomings every year, numerous ones, and I've never seen fights. You don't see beefs. It's usually a love fest. So it's sad that.
Right.
Kids could actually ruin it,
Yeah, that's true. All right, man. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.
Have a good one, brother. Hello, who's this?
This is Thomas.
Hey, Thomas. Good morning. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Vegas.
Vegas, Las Vegas. Good morning. You up early?
Yeah, man. I just got off work. I ain't really got nowhere to go.
Where you work at, brother?
I'm listening to y'all. Famous Tommy Burgers.
Huh?
World famous Tommy Burgers.
Oh, you work at Tommy Burgers?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How y'all doing? Good morning, Jess. Good morning, Charlamagne.
Peace, King.
Good morning, DJ Envy.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome back.
What's
I love y'all.
Why you sound like you crying?
Thank you. Because he's happy to
I mean, just going through it.
What's up, brother? Talk to us, brother. What's happening?
You know, relationship problems. I'd have been put out of my apartment.
Damn.
Oh, that's why you said you didn't have nowhere
Sitting
to
here,
go.
I'm sleeping on the steps right now.
Oh, man.
Just
She put you out, or you got evicted or something? Or she put you out for doing something?
Nah, I didn't get evicted. It's a long story.
You was cheating?
You know, we both been staying there, and it's kind of been a War of the Roses. You remember that movie?
I do remember War of the Roses.
Yeah, it's kind of been a War of the Roses situation, and I was just told I gotta leave because it's better off that I did. You know, she got a kid, and yeah.
But it's not, I mean, it's better off that you did. I mean, I guess for the household, but if you sleeping on the steps, you have nowhere to go. That's not really good. You got no family?
I ain't got no choice.
You don't have no family
no
in Vegas?
My family is...
That's another long story? Okay.
I'll be honest with you, I gotta hear more of the story, man. I gotta hear more of the story before I come to a conclusion. What'd you do?
That's another long story.
Dang.
What did I do?
Yeah, what did you do to her?
It's a long... on this situation, I'm kind of... I don't know. I don't want to say too much because I'm pretty sure they're going to be listening. But, you know, you want me to say it, I'll keep it 1,000 with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a situation. Now, I know that I brought this on myself because I have been caught in the past.
Cheating.
Talking to other people.
That's what it is.
Okay.
No, I wasn't cheating. I was talking to somebody else.
That's cheating.
Yeah, cheating. And
hey, I don't even need to hear no more. Get you a pillow.
Wait, hold on.
A pillow and a blanket.
Yeah, you gotta eat that one, bro.
Hold on. Let me finish because I took my lick and I was not doing it. And like I said, I might have brought this on because she thought I was talking to somebody that night when I really wasn't. I was talking to my brother. And then, you know, she went off, and then I showed her what I was doing, and it just kept going. Yeah. Instead of, oh, my bad, I messed up, it just kept going, and it just got worse. And it just kept getting worse.
As a man who has formerly lied to his significant other, I don't believe you.
Sounds like you was helping a family member get some groceries. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's my brother. It's my brother. Yeah, 3 o'clock in the morning, you whispering to your brother?
Hey.
But bro, we sorry, brother. You know, you gotta take those licks, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we've been there, done that. Get you a pillow, get you a blanket, and enjoy them steps for the next couple of days, man. You'll be all right.
Nah, it ain't even like that. But hey, it is what it is. You right?
All right, brother. Have a good one.
Yeah.
He wanted some sympathy.
I gotta hear all this. I gotta hear the whole story if I feel sorry.
Somebody says a long story.
Yeah.
It sounds good. I'm sleeping on the steps.
And the last thing I'm doing when I'm sleeping on the steps is calling the radio. Boy, what? What are you doing? What?
Wow. Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. We got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, Caitlyn Jenner said, don't put too much pressure on her, boys and girls.
Okay. We'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club on this Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there. And let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies,
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a coach of shit.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So Caitlyn Jenner shared a tweet showing her support for Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Her tweet says, hope is back in America. These two men will single-handedly save Western civilization that starts with a strong United States of America. I am here at your service and forever indebted to your sacrifice for this country. Let's make America great again. So, of course, social media criticized her for supporting Trump as a trans person. And Trump has been open about having policies against trans community. And a recent headline that I just saw, President-elect Donald Trump shares plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth, speaks about ending gender-affirming care and programs that promote gender transitions. This is something I definitely do agree with, because it just, like, I just don't feel that it should be allowed to have your children make a permanent decision so early before they finish developing. So I actually did agree with that. And then following the criticism, Caitlyn Jenner tweeted, "I am not a trans advocate. I wouldn't wish it upon anyone, but I am a trans person." Now, y'all got to understand that, because that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure. And
what you mean?
When you being a trans advocate, I know that's a lot of pressure, because even just being a black woman trying to, like, represent all black women is a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because all black women don't think the same. All trans probably don't think the same. I know they don't think the same, you know? But how do you say, like, yo, I don't want to represent all of y'all, because then that's how you end up being the most hated person, because you can't make I'm pretty sure she can't make every trans person happy.
Of course not.
I think with him,
like,
he don't have, she don't have, Caitlyn don't have to be a trans advocate, but I guess the same weekend that you see Donald Trump put out that he wants to make it a federal law where it's only two genders, you look crazy as a trans person.
But
showing your support for him.
That's always been Caitlyn's stance, though. That's why a lot of the trans dislike her, because, like, that's always been her stance. You know, she's never ever tried to say that she was a trans advocate. You know what I mean? But
you got to stop playing hokey pokey with her gender identity.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, you can't have one foot in, one foot out, and then shake it all about.
Hokey pokey.
That's what it is. She's playing hokey pokey with her gender.
She's
identity.
swinging the.
That's what it is. One foot in, one foot out.
Okay.
And then you shake it all about. What you shaking? Huh?
What you swinging? Y'all crazy. Jelly Roll invites inmates on stage. He had a show in Virginia back in October, but the show had a video that went viral over the weekend. And there was a moment during the show when Jelly Roll asked some special guests to join him on stage, and they performed their own version of Jelly Roll's song "Unpretty," and we got the album. We got the
audio.
We got the audio.
A local county jail that has a program that is teaching people how to recover the right way, and through therapy and through music, through redemption, and giving them real second chances. I left there and I couldn't quit thinking about it. And I called that local sheriff and I said, "I know this sounds crazy, but I never got a chance to see if the dream could be real. Would you please bring those inmates to this show tonight so they could see the dream? If you would please give these young men a second, just show them that it can happen, because it happened for me and I was in this same kind of place."
That's dope.
That is really, really dope. And it actually did not sound bad. Like, we got the audio of them actually singing the song.
I put my faith in a higher purpose, hoping one day when you see me, you see God serving. Perfect is he who told me I was really worth it. Working for a future I know I deserve. When I feel like I can't sleep or feel like I can't see, I call up who made me, save me into a man I could be proud of. We do recover, so tell them people don't doubt us.
So they let the inmates out to perform?
Yes, they did.
Wow.
Because he does the work with the jails, and we know his background. He's been to multiple jails, including Tennessee and Kentucky. You know, and then he started off as a rapper. This is additional information I did not even know. He started off as a rapper and was known for working with 3 6 Mafia. I know that's right, Jelly Roll. You guys, that's really, really dope. Y'all knew that, but I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's gonna be fire when he goes to the city where Tory Lanez locked up.
Hey, yo.
When he goes to the city where R. Kelly locked up.
I don't know if it's a tour.
I don't think he's doing every city.
He did.
He just felt something from that.
Yeah, you're not touring with the inmates.
Oh, I didn't know.
He's not going city to city.
A jail tour. Yo, it's crazy. But nah, I actually thought that was really dope. They were saying that the person that was singing, they was in the comments like, he sound nervous. He probably was nervous. But my thing is, you wasn't nervous to commit them crimes. You gonna get up in front of a bunch of people and be nervous, but he ended up bringing it together at the end. He also had another person playing instruments. Like those were a group of talented inmates.
Yep.
Really, really dope.
Probably was thinking about how can I escape. You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't thinking. I'm sure there was so many sheriffs and police officers there.
I'm just saying, hard to focus on singing when I'm like, damn, can I make a quick noise?
Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking. If I go straight, can I make it to the front door? Yeah,
y'all dumb.
There was too many security there.
Speaking of inmates, Young Thug tweets Gunna. All right. Young Thug shared a tweet over the weekend that went viral. It said, Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I do not know you, my guy. And so fans reacted to this tweet where, he seemingly shaded Gunna, obviously. And it was surprising because Thug specifically asked to speak to Gunna, right before his release. He kept on requesting that, and the fans believe that there may be a problem between Thug and Gunna after Gunna's brother jumped on and said this: "Trust and believe, the feeling is mutual." Thug ended up deleting his tweet, and I feel like he did that because, you just got out. You are under a microscope. They looking at you. Anything happen, they're gonna be looking at you again. So,
is it a publicity stunt?
It could
to
be.
Drop the new music because Gunna's still signed to Thug.
That would be a terrible publicity stunt because that puts Gunna in so much danger. Like why would you? No.
Yeah.
People are already looking at Gunna a certain way.
He was in danger before.
That wouldn't make any sense to me. For him to do that as a publicity stunt
because he did like Jess said, he did ask for to be able to talk to Gunna, and I think his brother were the two people that he wanted to be able to.
The only two people
in communication.
Are we sure that was a real tweet?
Yeah, we are. We're sure. And it was from Young Thug's account, but it was deleted. So he didn't get on there and say he was hacked. So it must be real.
Right.
Well, we'll keep you updated. That's Jess With The Mess for the first hour.
Thank you, Jess. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will be joining us. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She was always has these conversations with Nick Cannon. Of course, she had the conversation with Cam Newton, and we're going to talk to her in a little bit. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news on this Veterans Day. Let's start with sports. Yesterday, the Giants and Panthers played in Munich. They lost in overtime. The Patriots beat the Bears. 49ers beat the Buccaneers. Bills beat the Colts. Chiefs beat the Broncos. Steelers beat the Commanders. The Vikings beat the Jaguars. Chargers beat the Titans. The Saints beat the Falcons. Cardinals beat the Jets. Eagles beat the Cowboys. And the Lions beat the Texans. And in Monday Night Football, the Dolphins take on the Rams at 8:15 p.m. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, and welcome back, Jess. As you mentioned, it is Veterans Day, so President Biden and Vice President Harris will appear together at a Veterans Day ceremony. The event will be at Arlington National Cemetery, and it will be their first public event together since last week's election. Now, Biden and Harris will participate in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, and Biden will deliver remarks at the cemetery amphitheater. Now, meanwhile, the new administration is making its way to the White House in preparation, and the cast of Saturday Night Live wants to make one thing perfectly clear to President-elect Donald Trump. Let's hear it.
We have been with you all along.
We have never wavered in our support of you, even when others doubted you.
Every single person on this stage believed in you.
Every single person on this stage voted for you.
Because we see ourselves in you. We look at you and think, that's me.
That's the man I want my future children to look up to.
And Mr. Trump, Your Honor, we know that you say things that are controversial sometimes, but really you're just speaking the truth. And I hate how the lamestream media, Michael Che, tries to spin it to make you look foolish.
So if you're keeping some sort of list of your enemies, then we should not be on that list.
That's just more the normalization of Donald Trump, And by the way, I have no problem with things being normal, but if we was all so concerned about Trump prior to him winning, shouldn't we keep that same energy?
Yeah, well, 1 week removed from Kamala Harris's cameo on SNL, Iko Wodum said 92% of black women voted for Kamala, but she's proud of the 8%. Also featured in that open was a Trump impersonator by James Austin Johnson, a sleeveless, hot, jacked Trump and Dana Carvey, as Elon Musk saying, I run the country now. So Musk has actually responded to that on X, saying SNL has been dying slowly for years as they become increasingly out of touch with reality. Their last-ditch effort to cheat the equal airtime requirements and prop up Kamala before the election only helped sink her campaign further. I'm all cool with jokes, and I'm glad to have you back, Jess, to talk about this. I'm all cool with jokes, but and jokes are usually laced in truth. At what point does the joke get scary? Because that seemed a little scary to me.
What seems scary?
What they was joking about. It was given very much like dictator, autocrat. I don't know how to put it.
Authoritarian, but that's what I said. It's more. It's more of the normalization of Donald Trump and authoritarianism. And like I said, I don't have no problem with things being normal. But if everybody was so concerned, including me, about Trump prior to him winning, shouldn't people keep that same energy? That's all I'm saying. Like.
And then for it to be a skit, it just goes to show you that nothing is taken serious in this country at all anymore. So it's like I don't even have thoughts about it. I ain't laugh. It's just like nothing is taken serious. So I don't have any comments.
And Elon Musk. Elon Musk was letting people know we didn't forget. No, we remember. We remember that. We remember exactly what y'all did right before election week. So yeah.
Sheesh.
Olive branch not accepted. That's what it sounded like to me.
But with that said, speaking of olive branches, President-elect Trump will meet with President Biden at the White House this week. Trump accepted Biden's invitation to the Oval Office on Wednesday morning. They will meet, and the visit will be a symbolic step in the transition of power from one president to the next. The invitation is a return to the tradition that Trump skipped after Biden won the 2020 election. Now, that's word from National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, who said today President Biden is committed to the peaceful transfer of power from one president to the next. According to Sullivan, the list of items that they will discuss includes both domestic and foreign policy issues. Meanwhile, Trump continues to work out of his Mar-a-Lago home, where he is reportedly focused on building his new administration. Speaking of which, 1 in 4 Americans want President-elect Trump to address immigration in his first 100 days in office. That's according to a recent poll conducted shortly after he secured the victory in the election. 82% of respondents considered it likely that Trump would order mass deportations. A majority of Democrats said they are concerned about the expected policy, whereas 90% of Republicans are not concerned. Now, Trump will hit the ground running on Inauguration Day. That's according to Trump transition team spokeswoman Carolyn Leavitt, who's told Fox News Sunday Morning Futures that Trump would immediately address issues around illegal immigration. She also talked about him talking about fracking, as well as he said some other things, immigration policy, promoting fracking, and of course addressing inflation. Let's hear from Carolyn Leavitt on Fox News.
Well, there will be tens of them, I can assure you of that. And there will be a reversal of all of the executive orders that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris signed to reverse the effective policies of the first Trump administration. We know that on day one, he's going to launch the largest mass deportation operation of illegal immigrants in American history. So the transition team will be working with members on Capitol Hill to get that legislation drafted so President Trump can sign it into law immediately.
Yeah, well, Trump, of course, also named senior advisor Susie Wilkes to serve as his chief of staff, and his team has confirmed he will not be inviting Nikki Haley or Mike Pompeo back to this second administration. Also, that happened over the weekend. Arizona, we finally got the numbers for Arizona. Arizona's in the win column also for President-elect Donald Trump, with NBC News projecting the results midday Sunday. Arizona was the last state to finish counting presidential ballots, and the win gives Trump even more electoral votes, although he has already been declared the winner of the 2024 presidential election. That's your front page news of Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Trust me, there's so much more to talk about, but we can get into all of that tomorrow. See y'all.
It's going to be hilarious to see Donald Trump get into the White House and take credit for a lot of the things that are already happening. Like, he's going to take credit for inflation being down, even though inflation has been down to a little over 2% for the longest. But he's going to get in January and take credit for it. And everybody's going to be like, yes! And it's going to be interesting to watch, because it's like marketing and messaging is very important.
That's right.
You can be doing something and nobody will know anything about it just because you don't know how to market and message, and that's the Democrats' problem.
All right. Well, when we come back, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will be joining us. She has a show, Truth Talks, on Fox. So it airs Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. She's a psychology expert and a life coach, and we're going to talk to her next. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRose is here as well. We got a special guest in the building. We have Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Hey,
welcome.
Good morning.
How are you? Club?
Man, you are one of the people in the mental health space who's really using social media right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, you know, because you've used it to elevate your platform and just elevate the conversation around mental health. So I applaud you on that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I always say I didn't get into this field to become a celebrity, but God has his own plans, right? So I literally, in my master's and my doctorate program, I remember my professor saying, everyone who's going to get licensed, raise your hand. I didn't raise my hand. Everybody else did. And he's like, Doc, you going, with Cheyenne at that time, you going through all this and not get licensed? I'm like, no, because I'm going to be on a platform where I'm able to change lives. Didn't think that it ended up being a platform where to this magnitude one, and then to the place where literally I didn't want it. The whole celebrity status and lifestyle. And not that I'm saying I don't want it now and I don't like it. It's just, this is not where I expected it to go. But again, if God needs to use a celebrityness, whether the celebrity status brings me the naysayers or the sayers, whatever it brings, as long as they can get a tip or two that gives them a better quality of life and helps them become better mentally, then run the play. I'm cool with it.
Now, you talked about your calling. So when it comes to your calling, what is your calling? What do you specialize in? Is it relationships? Is it dealing with people's problems? Is it just listening? What is your specialty when it comes to it? And what's your calling?
I love that. So I started off as a marriage, family, and child therapist. And I tell God, I said, listen, I'm a little girl from the hood. You know what I come from. Don't put me in the hood and don't put me with court order DCF kids. Not that I had a problem with them. I didn't want to be triggered dealing with them. And I didn't want to have to deal with what I came from. I wasn't in the system, but I came from that type of adversity. And the first place God put me was off of Hardale and Slauson. I don't know if y'all familiar with LA, but a block away from Slauson Swap Meet in the hood. And every one of my clients were court order, DCFS, Department of Family and Child Services. We had moms in there who were pregnant, still hitting the pipe, asking me, can I sign off on the documents so they can get their kids back? Because I was predicated on their reunification with their kids. And so started off as doing that. When I got my doctorate, I transitioned to a psychology expert, life coach. My specialty then was marriage, family, and child therapy. So that is my foundation. So now that I am a psychology expert, life coach, I can't get rid of that because that's my foundation. I do psychodynamic and CBT, but I couple it, which is my hybrid approach, with coaching. So it's therapy and coaching, which is hybrid. And I say this with all humility. That's why I'm so effective, because therapy is tell me more. Let me hear about your trauma, your daddy issues, your mom issues. Why are you who you are? And then once you're finished dealing with that and you process that, okay, DJ Envy, where the hell you going from there?
I do have one other question when it comes to the therapy aspect. I'm sure the world has been watching the Mendes brothers, right? And I had a question, right? Yeah. So the Mendes brothers, if you don't know, they confessed their crime to the therapist. And they believed that the therapist could not tell police officers because it was, I guess, patient-client privilege. But they did. So does that mean anything that I tell a therapist or that anybody tells a therapist can possibly be used against them in the court of law?
100%. So a therapist is only under confidential oath unless you are threatening to kill yourself and someone else, and it can't just be a threat. It has to be you actually have like a action plan to do so, right? You can't just come to me and say, hey doc, look, I want to kill myself. I will help you process through that and hopefully talk you off the ledge. But if you say I got a plan at 9 p.m., I'm leaving the house, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to my wife, then I have a duty to report if I'm subpoenaed to court. I have to speak on that.
Can you reach out to the court and say, subpoena me? I need to be subpoenaed.
I personally would never do that just because I believe in following the oath of, and maybe I just love and respect my clients too much. But if you came to me and said something, I'm just not. And I know this is smaller than murder, but I've had married couples who come separately and together. And the husband is just lighting it up in his individual sessions, like I'm cheating, I'm intimate with this person and that person, his family members is this, and I'm having to just make sure I process my countertransference because I'm sitting there like, damn, and I have her in 1 hour. In 1 hour.
God.
Now, of course, if it was like my girlfriend, I'd be like,
But you would take your girlfriend's though, right? Because
my best friend couldn't be. That's a conflict. Yeah, she could never come to me as her psychology expert or any of that. But I'd be ripping into him.
Talk to me from the human perspective, because you still a real.
I am.
So when you hear stuff like that, when you hear the guy come in 1 hour, he doing X, Y, and Z, and the woman comes in the next hour, what is going through your mind about the dude?
See, in my mind, honestly, what I try to do, and some of my clients have followed this guidance. I have one client now. He's married, and the wife is attempting to divorce him, and she's divorcing him because he cheated, but she doesn't have any hard facts on him. So I've actually been able to process with him whether you're going to be with this woman or not. If you want to be with her or you want to be able to leave and do better, at some point you got to be able to be real with yourself and real with her, and you got to be transparent. When do you plan on doing that? So he just literally this week or last week, because this week he told me, Doc, I sat with her and I told her that it's been, a few times that I did cheat. And I said, how does she respond? She said, now we can have a conversation because now you're keeping it real. And when I had her in session, I said, listen.
Triggered,
right?
Yeah.
Shit. But I told her, I said, look, you have two options. I said, either if you're willing to learn to love a dog, we can start that process because, or we can start the process of you leaving and starting over. And she goes, what do you mean by a dog? She said, but we've been together for 10 years. He's never cheated the first time. I said, no, baby. I said, he's been quiet for 10 years. He decided to bark on year number 10.
Jesus.
So you don't think that he could change in that marriage and not cheat anymore?
First of all, nobody changes, including me. We shift, and that changes our life. And when I say we shift out of the things and behaviors that don't serve us after we learn. They're not working.
Gotcha.
And then we have to learn to manage those.
Gotcha.
So I am very firecrackery. When I was younger, I was very temperamental. I was very, who the you talking to real quick. I just... Because of my trauma, because of things, I just had a very protective, by all means necessary. I'm the oldest of 7, so I was, I light this place up. Is that still in me after all of my healing? Hell yeah. Do I manage it? Absolutely. Managing it just means that I'm high function. I'm able to regulate my emotions, identify my emotions, don't get into my feelings because emotions are healthy, feelings cause problems.
Right.
And I can just say, okay, identify that I'm angry, I'm frustrated, so now let me choose my response. Before I was low functioning. Once I felt it, I was triggered. And everybody in here was going to know. And it was going to be a problem. So does that still come up? Yeah. But do I have self-talk that says, we're not doing that?
So you would never date a man that cheated before because you feel like he will always be a cheater? Is that what you're saying?
I think that's also circumstantial. So I do believe that different relationships bring out different things in us. I was also an extreme alpha in my first engagement. I had 2 engagements, called off 2 weddings. My first relationship that I was engaged to, I was extreme alpha. So even if he tried to be alpha, I left no space. It was like, hell no, by all means necessary because I said so and you can walk. Like, I'm chasing my career. I know my value. I'm not fatherless. I got a daddy. He spoils me. Good day.
So even in that, do you feel like that he wasn't man enough for you? Or like, what was that? Do you think that's your fault? Do you look back and be like, I was trying to be the man. Not trying to be the man, but I gave him, because you just said you gave no room for him to do it. So do you regret that part of it?
I think that's a duality. I think he chose a woman who was alpha because it fed something in him that was beta.
Yeah.
I chose a man who was beta because my alpha needed to be inflamed. But my second engagement, he was alpha. That's why I say it's circumstantial. But not only was he alpha, I was ready. I had these submissive feels in me already. So by the time we got in a relationship, I was a hybrid by then. I was alpha submissive. So I was cooking, he was daddy, I was soft, I was in my feminine. And the blessing of that is I got to experience both. And I learned that I fell more in love with myself in my softness than he probably did.
Yeah.
That thing.
All right, we have more with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Of course, she has her show Truth Talks on Fox Soul, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. She's a psychology expert, a life coach. Jess.
So the interview with Cam, and also I saw that you sat down with Nick. Did they reach out to you or did you reach out to them?
So Nick reached out to me and said, Doc, what's up? Like, I want to work through some things, but I want to work through it on camera. And I said, okay, no problem, but I'm going to penetrate. So we're not doing this on camera.
Penetrate.
These crazy words.
The things that trigger you is crazy.
So when you
trigger him.
So he liked penetration.
It's funny because Nick always goes, Doc, do you have to use that word? I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm penetrating you at the space that obviously is broken.
Yeah.
And that's dysfunctional and toxic.
So when you say, I'm sorry. You need to grow up too.
Wait, see, men just don't change.
No, like you to your point.
They give me a 12-year-old girl right now.
Yeah. The little boy is definitely present. Definitely present.
So when he says, all right, I need to work through some things, you're like, okay, on camera. Does that then in your mind say, is this for real, or do you want to appeal to a certain market, to a certain audience?
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
Great observation.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it like that because I look at it like I have a job to do. And so my intent was to use Nick's situation and shift a whole culture of black men. Same with Cam, and it happened. There were a lot of naysayers, but a lot of black men were actually in there creating the viralness and saying, listen, Doc is right. We need to create more husbands and less baby daddies. Cam was resistant, but Cam had to answer a lot of questions in his household. Cam had a lot of stuff. He had a lot of different conversations he had to have with that woman.
Yeah, I saw Cam say. Cam said that it affected his relationship with his first 2 baby moms, and his current situation. So you feel any remorse for that? Or?
No. Yeah, because I'm here to interrupt that pattern. No. Yeah. Like, should have been interrupted a long time ago. Yeah. Cam, and you come from, and not that this breeds good decision-making people, but Cam comes from, he's a pastor's child. He comes from 2 parents that are still married, and they're pastors, very much involved with the church. That goes to show you, like the Bible said, it was good for me that I was afflicted, because you got people who come from brokenness. This is why I said these kids are not doomed, who make different decisions, because it's not about a lot of times it's not where you going that gets you where you going, it's where you trying to get the hell away from. Yeah. And a lot of times parents, like I was telling Ray J this. Ray J's my client as well. Jesus. And leave my boy alone, leave Ray. Yeah. I was telling Ray, I said, Ray, I love your parents. They showed you everything to do right. They didn't show you what not to do. And see, for me, I had a circumstance, an environment that showed me everything not to do. Right. So sometimes knowing what not to do saves you from doing the wrong.
I was just going to ask, how do you deal with your other clients if you have Ray J?
Who do you talk to after you talk to Ray J? Do you have a therapist? I hope you have.
I do. Oh, yeah, I definitely do. I have that. I have wise counsel. I have a nice group, a nice, really healthy ecosystem. Okay. Of people who are counselors and coaches and who are not.
Right. What do you say to people that say, how do you give advice on marriages or marriage couples when you're not married? What do you say to those people?
I love that. I say that I don't want to hear you been together 15 years but miserable 13. I'd rather take advice from a single woman or man who's happy, thriving, successful, meaning in their joy, not just in their monetary value, than someone who is miserable in their marriage with a side dude and a side chick, and you want to give me the advice that you give yourself, that you use in your failed marriage. I'll pass. Bitter. I'll pass. I'll pass. And what happens is married people like to shun on single folks. The Bible also says single people are happy people. Look that up. Look that up. It says marriage takes discipline. No, it says marriage takes discipline.
Because a lot of times they say that you reach out to older couples that's been married longer, because they'll tell you how to deal with the marriage than people. Like some people say, don't hang out with your single friends. You talk to married couples that's been in that situation longer.
And you know why that's true? Because folks who've been married 10, 50, 20 years, they've been through the trenches. Yeah. So they're not going to teach you how to be happy. We got that, single sis. We got that. I've had that all my life. They're going to teach you how to get through the times when you ain't happy. Y'all married, you know that. Let's not play this game. You married, you know that.
You think people get married too early?
I think people choose the wrong people. I think people choose their fairy tale ideology. They're not choosing the person. See, people are choosing marriage and not a husband. They're choosing marriage and not a wife. And so when you're choosing marriage, you get the title, you get the looks of it, but you're not getting a person. So you're a beautiful house who's homeless.
They like the idea of the
idea. And those are people who are fatherless, sometimes motherless, who just need something to be a part of. I just need this companionship. I want the title. I don't feel valued. I don't feel validated. So because we're married, I got somebody who's checking for me. I got somebody who can get me through the day. But you got to be able to check. Even in marriage, I was engaged for 10 years, because I kept calling it off. And he was like, you keep getting these degrees. You keep saying, wait for the next degree, we're getting married. And by the time I went and got my doctorate, he's like, baby, you done got 4 degrees.
I ain't waiting no more.
Engaged for 10 years.
I kept putting it off because I knew that wasn't my person.
I was going to say, I left your ass.
You said you knew he wasn't the person.
Yeah, that's important.
I end up leaving him. Unfortunate for him.
So you strung him along for 10 years?
10 years?
And she said he was a great guy.
Great guy. He was a great guy. He just wasn't my guy, right? And so
for 10 years, he thought he was the guy.
So you strung him along for 10 years? Why you ain't let him go be great with somebody else that would appreciate him and love him?
So I'm not saying for 10 years I knew he wasn't the one. When we got about year number 5 or 6, and I seen that his work ethic and his ability to provide at the level that I wanted our family to be at, I knew that he wasn't my guy. And when I say provide, I'm not talking about like he was making 6 figures and I was like, no, make millions. I'm saying his thing was, baby, I'm cool with me, you, a dog in a 1-bedroom apartment, and just no work ethic at all. So for the first 6 years, I thought, well, I'm out here getting it. I have a legal company. I own property. I'm only 22. I'm getting all these college degrees. How can he not be inspired by me? See, that's that age-appropriate young woman. He got potential. Let me stay. That's why people should take their time. But when I seen you number 7 and 8, this guy was the same guy who was, I hate talking, because he's such a good guy. I always protect him when I talk about him. But where he was lazy and had no work ethic, I had to pivot.
Did he acquire more in the future?
No, he's still in the same place. Damn. So I made the right decision.
All right, we have more with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, psychology expert, life coach. You know, she has her show Truth Talks on Fox Soul. Now, I want to ask you about some internet rumors that I've seen. You know, Corey Holcomb said some things about you, about not having your degree and where you started off as I guess working in a strip club. Is any of that stuff true?
You said you're not a real doctor.
You said, yeah, you're not a real doctor.
No, so I have 4 degrees. 3 are in psychology, 1's in Pan-African Studies. My doctorate degree is in counseling psychology. My master's is in marriage, family, child therapy. All degrees are in psychology. Where this Corey Holcomb thing comes from is I was on a show 10 years ago when I think it was before I even had my doctorate degree. And Corey is used to being able to be very disrespectful to women and do his thing.
You was on the show with him, or was just...
he was a guest on the show. I was co-hosting.
Okay.
He was a guest. And I drilled his ass, to be honest. It's on YouTube. People could, look at it. And I cut into him and I said, you seem like you are inferior to white men. And you seem like you got daddy issues. And you seem like you got mommy issues. You got kids that don't even talk to you or respect you. They don't like you. It tells a lot about your character. Now, this was 10 years ago. Okay, and obviously he's still in his feminine because he's still holding a grudge over it. You know, this is like interviews are interviews. So you say them, you do them, and you move on to the next. And so was very upset, and I feel like in that space y'all could watch it. He was dumbfounded. Like usually he comes back with the FUB or he has something to say.
Corey is just a broken person. Period. And I do feel like you'll need help. He needs help.
Corey needs off camera. If Corey came to me and said, "Doc, let's do off camera sessions," 100%. 100%. If he wants to do it on camera because it's just going to be a rhetoric, I'm not doing that. To help his career, I will help him as a man, but I'm not here to help him in his career. That's his job. I'm not here to carry a man that ain't mine or float a man that ain't mine, but to help you with your mental health or help you as a person. He's an alcoholic. He drinks a lot. He's overcompensating in those areas. Those are places he needs help with. Did you guys see what he looked like on Cam Newton interview? I'm not talking about looks meaning attractiveness. Yeah. Do you see how unwell, hygienically clean he looks?
God damn. All right, Dr. Bryant. Lord have mercy.
Let me say why. No, this ties into mental health. That man's hygiene was on negative 200. What I'm saying is he needs deeper help than me coming on 5150 to bring him a bigger audience. He can still do 5150, but he needs to be able to 5150 himself and get the help that he needs.
Lord have mercy.
That's right.
I saw you said too that you comment on the fact that Kamala didn't come out that first night when she didn't win. Speak to that and speak to the comment because people were upset about.
Another unpopular opinion. I don't care. She proved why the people, men and women, who are not ready for a woman president are not ready for a woman president because society and some men, not all, deem women as emotionally unstable and unable to regulate our emotions. Sis, when you knew you weren't winning or weren't in the lead, and these kids, these babies, these adults were at a historical black university that you went to, Howard, waiting hours for you. They had volunteered, I'm sure, they had contributed, and they probably voted for you and supported you this entire time. You couldn't come out and address the people who supported you. That's proven to the people who don't believe women could lead at that level that a woman can't regulate her emotions enough to come out and take an L. I don't care if she would have came out in tears. Listen, I'm sorry we lost, whatever that looks like.
I'll give a little pushback on that because Donald Trump never gave a concession speech. Nor would he even admit that he lost.
But we're talking about Trump who runs on being that type of person.
Anyway.
So his people never expected that. Just like when someone says, well, Trump's a racist. He's running on that. Trump is talking about getting rid of DEI. He has said that
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying.
But Kamala came out and showed us all this love and support. But when you took the L, not only did you not come out, you sent a man to come out and address these people.
Cedric Ridge.
He was fine too. You didn't even send another woman or black woman. This was a woman's moment. And in my opinion, that all that did was tell the folks who said women can't lead. See, she sent a man out to do it, and then came out the next day. That's not leadership to me. Leadership is commitment, and commitment is doing what you said you would do regardless of how you feel. I don't care how you felt. Kamala, come out and address us. Those kids left with their head down. They weren't sad just because she lost. They were sad because they were looking for who was still their leader, whether she lost or not, to come out and address those kids.
I was going to ask, when's the last time you apologized or last time you were wrong about something? Do you remember?
Good question, Envy.
It probably
was 1984.
It probably was to my best friend Lola and my assistant. We work so closely together. We're always together. Because I'm so comfortable with her, she gets all of my moving parts, to be honest with you.
What about to a man that you're dating?
He ain't never get an apology.
That happened. I asked you that though because you are very strong in opinion and stuff like that, and I think men think that women that are structured like you don't know how to be accountable and don't know how to apologize.
I'm very accountable. I do apologize. That's why I said I want a man who will say, with respect. I mean, he ain't about to just dominate, like, shut your ass up. He can be disrespectful, but I want a man who's like, hold on, you out of pocket right now. Mm-hmm. We don't do that. Yeah. This is not what we do. Mm-hmm. And I like you strong, but this is not strong. This is disrespectful, baby. But I want him to be able to know how to say it. And then I will be like, even if it's not in that moment, I can process and be like, you know what, you're right. And I will apologize. I will come to myself. Because I have the discipline of that self-talk of saying stop, or I will say, listen, you've already apologized. You've done everything you could right now. It's not a you problem. I'm still trying to get out of my ego. So just give me 30 minutes because, baby, you've apologized. Like, you've done your job. And then I come around in 20, 30 minutes and I'm like, okay, I'm back and I'm sorry too.
That's awareness. That's accountability.
I'm sorry too. And the thing is, when you really want peace, and that's the thing about being single for so long though, you figure it out. You find a peace and a joy that when you do get in a relationship,
it gotta make sense.
And when you do get in a relationship, though, you're really saying, let's deaden this argument.
That's real.
Have you ever got afraid that you're going to get so used to that peace that you're not going to want to do nothing? Because I tell myself that all the time. Like, I'm in such a good state, I don't want nothing to bother me. But people come with flaws.
Shut up, Charlamagne.
He's a hater.
Well,
he's a hater.
Well, no, because I have been serial dating for the 6 years I've been single. So when I say single, it means I haven't been committed.
Like committed.
But have I had like 3 months, 6 months relationships that went that long season and were exclusive and were committed in that season? Yeah. Because I am very into exclusivity. I don't like casual sex. And so I will accidentally go a year and a half celibate because I don't like the casualty of sex. Mm-hmm. And when I decide to, I would choose that one person to be around for the long term.
Well, when does that decision happen for you?
Now,
then?
I'm in my choosing stage.
So it's going to happen now, like soon.
I'm in my choosing stage, but I'm not desperate. So it's not like I'm not choosing just a high valued man. I would even take a man who's a little less value, meaning a little less income money, but I just love this man. He's my person, right? So yeah. I mean, he can. Yeah. So I would rather have a regular man who isn't in the limelight, who we both don't have to straddle this this whole industry thing. And he can go run a business or go be a corporate guy. He can come to my shows and we can go home and have intellectual pillow talk. I can go home and put my hair in a bird's nest and walk around with sweats and a tank top and no bra. You don't know what a bird's nest is?
No, I definitely know what it is. Lauren do too.
You know what? So you got the show Truth Talks.
I do. And Truth Talks. Yes.
About that before we get out of here.
Oh my gosh. So Truth Talks is my new talk show. It's on Fox. It's Monday through Friday at 8 p.m.
Congratulations. Why would somebody give you a talk show? You good at talking to something?
No. Not at all. It's funny. Sometimes the producers are like, Doc, give the other co-host time to talk. I'm like, really? I'm like, I gotta do that?
Yeah.
But it's cool because we're pretty much, we're a global news. We're a CNN that gives you the black voice, the black perspective, and we're bringing truth to everything news with culture twist to it. So we're every night, 8 p.m. prime time.
Love that.
Yeah.
How do they follow you, Dr. Cheyenne? Cheyenne.
Follow me on _Dr. Bryant on Instagram, social media, or you can go to drbryant.co, and that's drbryant.co, not .com. And then I'm on my speaking tour. Yeah.
That's Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, we appreciate you for joining us.
Dr. Bryant. Thoroughly enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you so much. Thank y'all for having me.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Thank you. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
So there has been a recall that Mattel issued after the Ariana Grande singing doll was released. Okay, so they, of course, following the movie Wicked, that she had a doll that they made after her, right? On the packaging of the doll inspired by Ariana Grande's character, there's supposed to be a URL for the movie's official website, right? The back of the box directs kids to www.wicked.com.
Oh boy.
The problem is the official website for the movie is wickedmovie.com. Wicked.com is a porn site.
Wow. Really?
Yes. Yep.
Like Pornhub or something like that?
Yeah. It's crazy. Yep. Mattel released a statement saying, "We deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this. Parents are advised that the misprinted, incorrect website is not appropriate for children. Consumers who already have the product are advised to discard the product packaging or obscure the link and may contact Mattel customer service for further information."
What's on there? Hey, did y'all look that up for research purposes?
I did not look it up. I don't want that on
Wicked.com. I want to see what's on there.
It's just another porn site.
Is it?
Straight
With a name
up.
like Wicked?
Yes, Wicked.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Imagine your 8-year-old click that URL link and
Yes.
goes right to Wicked and they see some stuff like, whoa.
And there are reports that the doll with the wrong URL are being sold on eBay for up to $500. $500. Yep.
That's crazy.
The doll's retail price is listed between $25 and $40 though, depending on the store.
Nah, I'm going to Wicked.
Did that movie come out yet? Wicked?
Wicked.com.
What if it came out?
Let's see.
No? Have to come out yet? I don't know what Eddie's trying to tell me. I don't know if he's trying to tell me about the porn site.
The movie didn't come out
yeah,
yet.
this is a porn
Wicked did not
site.
come out
Whoa,
yet.
this is a porn site.
What's on there?
It's big porn, ain't it?
It's big porn.
Give me one of the categories.
It pops up as
Give
big
me one
porn.
of the first categories. What does it say?
Let me see.
What does it say? You typed in big boy porn on a porn site?
Kenzie loves girls too.
That don't sound like much.
Let me see. I'm trying to get some.
No, never mind.
Wow.
This guy.
Passion Canvas, Iris, the 66th Day, Sunny Gold Melons. Watch out, guys. She'll chew you up.
It sounds like classy porn.
Talk of the town. Give them something to talk about
we
in
don't
my
like
mouth.
that. We like nasty. We like raunchy. All right.
Stick a porn up.
Stick the porn, please. Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's what
Yale is offering a course on Beyonce. So Black Enterprise reported that Yale will be offering a course called, this is the name of the course, y'all listen. Beyonce Makes History, Black Radical Tradition, History, Culture, Theory, and Politics Through Music. That's long as hell. I couldn't even read all of it. That's crazy. The course will be offered during the spring 2025 semester. The course was developed by African American Studies professor named Daphne Brooks. The course will examine Beyonce's cultural and political contributions. Professor Brooks also taught a course involving Beyonce at Princeton, but it wasn't like solely like centered around Beyonce at Princeton. But she did say the classes were always over enrolled when Beyonce was mentioned. So this is like to pull. I think this is great, honestly, because it'll make you think she's just teaching about Beyonce, but no, she's actually teaching stuff that started in the 19th century, but she's using Beyonce, you know, to make our kids excited about the class. You know what I mean? More excited about the class. So I think that's good because the headline definitely made it seem like
you're gonna be in there listening to the single lady all class long.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, well, can they teach how to build credit and about taxes and stuff? But no, I think this is a really, really good thing. So shout out to Professor Daphne Brooks. That's what's up. That's what's up. Tyrese speaks on Diddy parties. We got the audio for that. He recently went on live, right? So address rumors that he was on a video at one of Diddy freak-offs.
Who told him that?
There is no such thing as a Diddy tape. Literally. So allegedly, whatever that brother is dealing with, whatever reasons he's in jail, whatever the FBI and the law is dealing with, allegedly pertaining to Diddy, I want to tell y'all that I've been to some of the most legendary parties. I got no regrets.
Jesus.
I think some of the best parties in LA.
Yeah.
And if you
only Tyrese would reply to that.
Yes. And imagine watching this video, right? And you was one of the victims that was beating on a basement door, fighting for your life, and the music was so loud upstairs. And Tyrese was the one singing. You can't say that. You cannot say I have no regrets. You didn't even know what was going on. Probably something could have been going on in the basement, Ty.
The fact he's replying to people in his comments. Because listen, if you are a person with any type of notoriety, they say you in a Diddy tape nowadays. Yeah. So I'm sure they was just in his comments messing with him, and he had to reply.
He wanted to make sure that you know he was
because they know he's easily baited. Tyrese don't like being talked about, but he loved being talked about at the same time. All right, last story for the hour. Gary Owen shows off his new girlfriend. Yes, she is black, but Who thought otherwise? Her name on Instagram is Brianna Owen. Fans question if her last name is Owen because Gary possibly married her. Her maiden name is Brianna Johnson, and they were reported to be engaged earlier this year. She is the mother of the two latest kids that she had. Remember, he went on Shannon Sharp when he was talking about his twins, one black and one white. Yeah, this is their mother, but he never showed her, so that's why it's now being talked about. Like, oh, this is the girlfriend, right. The twins were born in July of 23, and Gary and his black wife Kenya Duke got a divorce in 2021. So yeah, this is good. Congratulations, Gary.
I put a clues bomb for Gary.
Yeah, and I'm back, Gary. I'm back. I know you was asking about me, bro. I'm back.
Gary, stay making Dr. Umar proud. Now, Dr. Umar may not be proud of your girl, but he proud of you.
He proud of you.
Okay.
So he don't have a problem with white men dating black women.
Oh, he has a problem with all. He has a problem with all.
He definitely has a problem.
He definitely has a problem with it.
Okay.
But he can see why. Of course, Gary. Of course, you would want a black woman. Why wouldn't you?
But he still would have a problem with it.
He'd have a problem with her being with Gary. Well, he understands why Gary would be with her.
Right. It's more on the woman. It's more on whoever's black.
Yeah.
That's okay. I got it. He is one funny brother, but that is Jess With The Mess for the second hour.
All right. Thank you. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Speaking of funny brothers, we need Caitlyn Jenner to come to the front of the congregation.
First of all,
we'd like to have a word with Caitlyn Jenner, okay?
All right.
Hey, yo.
We'll get to Caitlyn Jenner next, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Your execution on the donkey of the day is something to behold. Is it a read?
He gave me donkey of the day, and I deserve it.
People need to know.
Well, you need to tell them.
I am.
You have the voice. Tell them. Tell them.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
It's a read, but you're so good at it.
You trying to be a fake ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne involved.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving Donkey of the Day to now?
Well, Sexy Red, Donkey of the Day for Monday, November 11th goes to Caitlyn Jenner. Now, Caitlyn Jenner is a transgender, I think. I don't know anymore. I just know she doesn't identify as whatever she was born as. His mama used to call him Bruce, but now we call her Caitlyn. So, yes, she's transgender. Now, if it's one thing this election taught me, is people really do vote their interest, and their interest is not attached to their identity. And I must say, it's fascinating to me. Okay, I really want to know the science behind this. Okay, Latinos and immigrants from other countries, they aren't afraid of things like mass deportation because 46% of Latinos and 55% of Latino men voted for Donald J. Trump, even though he said on day one he will have a mass deportation push. Okay, most Latino men say they chose Trump because of economy and jobs. Never mind the fact, okay, that grandma may get sent back to her place of origin. How you say grandma in Hispanic? Abuela. Abuela may get sent back to her place of origin. My interest is jobs and the economy, okay? Not mad at it. I just find it fascinating. And that is also how I feel about Caitlyn, because Caitlyn is trans, but she is a huge Donald Trump supporter. I would even say Donald Trump D-rider. In fact, she made an offer to Donald Trump after his election win. She said not only does she support Trump, she wants to work in his administration, okay? Caitlyn posted a picture of herself, Trump, his granddaughter Kai, and Elon Musk with the caption, "Hope is back in America. These two men will single-handedly save Western civilization, and that starts with a strong United States of America. I am here and at your service and forever indebted to your sacrifice for this country. Let's make America great again." Sounds to me like Caitlyn wants his next gender reassignment surgery sponsored by SpaceX. Okay? He wants his testicles replaced for Teslas. Okay? He wants to have the Tesla vaginas, just put it on autopilot and it plays with itself. Now, while Caitlyn Jenner was looking to be in Trump's administration, Trump was promising rollbacks on trans rights, and he said that he's going to make it a federal law that there are only two genders. Don't believe me? You can hear it from Trump himself.
On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. A process that includes giving kids puberty blockers, mutating their physical appearance, and ultimately performing surgery on minor children. Can you believe this? I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. The bill will also make clear that Title IX prohibits men from participating in women's sports, and we will protect the rights of parents from being forced to allow their minor child to assume a gender which is new and an identity without the parents' consent. No serious country should be telling its children that they were born with the wrong gender, a concept that was never heard of In all of human history, nobody's ever heard of this, what's happening today.
Now, I'm not here to debate you on anything Donald J. Trump just said, okay? We can talk about that another day. What I am here to say is Caitlyn Jenner, as a transgender, you just look like a devil damn fool glazing Trump and Elon the way you are after hearing stuff like that. Now, I don't have a problem choosing issues over identity, but not if one of the issues is somebody trying to erase the existence of my identity altogether. Once again, I'm not debating you on any of the trans stuff that Trump just said. I'm just talking about the principle. How could you, Caitlyn, support someone that is absolutely trying to erase your existence? I'm just asking. Okay, Caitlyn, you are not what J.D. Vance would call a normal gay guy. I don't even know if you're gay at all. I don't know. And what I don't like is when someone can reap the benefits of a community but not stand up for the rights of that community. Caitlyn doesn't want to be an advocate for the trans community, but you damn sure took advantage of all the privileges that came with being trans. Glamour magazine made Caitlyn Woman of the Year, and she hadn't been identifying as a woman for a whole 365 days. Yet they called her a trans champion, a title she should have never received because the only trans champion I know are Autobots. But if you are going to be labeled a trans champion, then you have to be ready to go to the mat for them at all times. You cannot be in support of an administration that is rolling back your rights and trying to eliminate your existence. I don't like people who can hokey pokey with their gender identity. Caitlyn wants to put his right foot in, take his right foot out, put his left foot in, take her left foot out, pee at a urinary stall and shake it all about. But that is not how any of this should work. But you know what? At the end of the day, Caitlyn, you can change the top layer, but you was who you was before you got here. And what you are is a rich white male. And that's why I keep saying him when I shouldn't be. But I can't stop seeing Caitlyn as a rich white male. And that identity, pun intended, trumps all. Please let Chelsea Handler give Caitlyn Jenner the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
He's just a rich white man.
That is so crazy.
And everybody need to cut it out.
Now,
okay?
when you say it, it's fine. As soon as Jess said, off with her head. Period.
All I'm simply saying is...
But he's a rich white woman.
No, he's a rich white man, and he acts like one.
But listen, he was named... damn, yo, you got me calling this yo.
You got me calling this yo. You got me calling this yo.
No, relax. No, they made him Woman of the Year. He ain't say, yo, I'm trying to be Woman of the Year today. You know what I'm saying? He just accepted it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, so don't be putting all that on them.
Well,
because I can't do this. He got me caught. I can't do this.
Well, you won't have to after January, according to Trump.
That's right. That's right. I know that's right.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
Now let's talk to some of these alpha women out there.
What is that?
We gonna go from. Wait a minute, you gotta get him. No, yo.
What you mean? What
y'all
is
trying to get me in trouble? What the hell is the alpha woman now?
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was here earlier, and she said she's an alpha woman.
Okay. So it hasn't changed. The definition hasn't changed. Okay, good.
What is the definition? What is the definition of an alpha woman?
Would you consider yourself an alpha woman?
Yes, a powerful, successful woman. Who leads, and that's obviously what Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is, and that's what an alpha woman is. But after that conversation at the Donkey of the Day, going straight into alpha woman,
he was
like, yo,
you
setting us up like, what's up?
What you saying? What you saying, son? So let's open up the phone line.
She's strong and confident. She works hard, is always busy. She's powerful, playful, and always up for a challenge.
800-585-1051. Alpha women out there, is it hard to find love? That is the question. And fellas, can you play backseat to an alpha woman? That is the question. 800-585-1051. We'll take your calls. We'll hear from Jess when we come back, so don't go anywhere. So I need all the alpha women to get on the phone lines right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
Made it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She was on the show earlier, and she said she's an alpha woman, and this is what she said.
I was also an extreme alpha in my first engagement. I had 2 engagements, called off 2 weddings. My first relationship that I was engaged to, I was extreme alpha. So even if he tried to be alpha, I left no space. It was like, hell no, by all means necessary, because I said so, you can walk. Like, I'm chasing my career. I know my value. I'm not fatherless. I got a daddy. He spoils me. Good day.
So even in that, do you feel like that he wasn't man enough for you? Or like, what was that? Do you think that's your fault? Do you look back and be like, I was trying to be the man. Not trying to be the man, but because you just said you gave no room for him to do it. So do you regret that part of it?
I think that's a duality. I think he chose a woman who was alpha because it fed something in him that was beta.
Yeah.
I chose a man who was beta because my alpha needed to be inflamed. But my second engagement, he was alpha. That's why I say it's circumstantial. But not only was he alpha, I was ready. I had these submissive feels in me already. So by the time we got in a relationship, I was a hybrid by then. I was alpha submissive.
So how do you feel about that, Jess? Because you consider yourself an alpha woman, right?
I do.
So how do you feel about that? Was it hard for you to find a man at one point?
Hell yeah, always, all my life, I feel like. Up until now, yeah, like just because. And then it's something about an alpha woman. I think that's what she also was kind of playing at, but speaking to, but she didn't really go into depth with it. We, as an alpha women, we attract the opposite. We attract men who you end up, who you end up, having to. And then sometimes it goes a little bit further where you attract men that want you to take care of them, and you end up taking care of them until you look up and be like, hold up, it's been 2 years or 1 year and nah. You know what I'm saying? So yes, I've been the alpha in all my relationships, and then I've also dated a few alpha men, and that's where you see the clash at, because it kind of feels like a competition sometimes.
So do you feel like you have to be a little submissive, like, I guess not as strong as an alpha woman as you feel like you are, but you have to kind of take a step back a little bit? Because
now I'm like more soft. I'm more in my, I still got my ways, my alpha ways, but I'm more soft. I am submissive in my relationship now, where in the past, you submit to me, because this is what it is. You're not making the money, you're not contributing, I'm taking care of you, which is not always which is not always bad sometimes, but like when guys get comfortable and that's all you, now everything is on you, you're the breadwinner, it's like, damn, who's taking care of me? So that's when it hurts to be alpha, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, I want somebody else, I want the weight to be on somebody else's shoulder sometimes, but thank God I don't have them problems no more. But that's when it goes bad.
Now, Charlamagne, as an alpha woman, how do you feel? Is it difficult for you? Has it been difficult for you?
No, I mean, the word, we use these words, alpha male, alpha man. All you saying is that you want somebody that's strong and confident. That's all. You want somebody that works hard. You want somebody that's 10 toes down about their business. And when you even look up what alphas are attracted to, every time you, like, if you say, what is an alpha female attracted to? What is an alpha man attracted to? They're just attracted to a person who can stand up for what they believe is right. A strong-willed person. Like, that's it. So, I mean, we complicate this whole alpha thing, but it's not that difficult.
Laurie, good morning.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. What's your thoughts, Laurie?
Hi, I'm an alpha woman calling from Miami, by the way.
Can you take us off speakerphone? Take us off speakerphone right fast, because it's hard to hear you. Or Bluetooth.
Can you hear me well now?
Much better. Way better.
Yeah, I'm calling from Miami. My name is Laurie, and I consider myself an alpha woman. I do believe it is hard to date, because a lot of these men say that they can handle an alpha woman, but then when we come with the independence, when we come with the hard-driven, what we do our career, it's like an ego issue, where they feel like either monetarily we make more than them, or we're too independent, or it's always something. So that's where I feel that the issue is for me.
And then a lot of times they'll say, like, you trying to be the man, you trying to be the man. That's why I had to correct myself when I was talking to Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Like, no, not trying to be the man, but that's what they tell you, though. You trying to be the man, you're not giving me no space to be the man.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's good?
Is Vic?
Yeah. It's Vic from Dade County.
Vic, could you date an alpha woman, Vic?
It's cool with me, but I'm not taking no back seat, though.
You said you're not taking no back seat, so you're not letting the alpha woman lead.
Would you ride passenger? Would you ride shotgun?
I could do that. But the only back seat I'm taking is in a damn hurry. I'm not taking no back seat nowhere else.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Hello, who's this?
Hi, how you doing? This is Jay. This is Chris.
Hey, what's up, Chris? Talk to us, Chris.
I'm well, brother. How you doing? First of all, I just want to appreciate what you guys are doing. This is a question I get all the time from a lot of my clients. Being an alpha does not necessarily mean that
before you say that, you're a marriage counselor, right? So people know, because it says marriage counselor.
I am.
Okay, now go ahead. Continue.
So being an alpha does not necessarily mean that you're quote-unquote powerful or that you're a leader. When men say that versus when women say it, there's a different meaning. For men, it is an idea of a power trip for men, most of the time. For women, when women say I'm an alpha woman, that is their way of embodying that same masculine power. They've had experience with it, and they enjoy it. The difference that I find with a lot of my clients is, though, women aren't able to cut that off when it comes to a relationship. A man or a woman shouldn't have to go home to handle someone, but we hear that quite often. And if we can kind of understand the value in that woman needing to have that power, but she also needs to understand her value in that feminine lane that men want. And so you got to find that balance, and that's very difficult because it's addictive. It's like that first hit of crack, whatever it is you do. That first hit, you always want to feel that again. These women at work, they feel that every day.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you,
absolutely.
800-585-1051. We're talking to the alpha women out there. We had Dr. Cheyenne Bryant on, and she said she was an alpha woman. Jess Hilarious, she says she's an alpha woman. So we're asking 800-585-1051. Is it difficult to find a man being an alpha woman? And men, could you date an alpha woman? Let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Made it.
If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we have Dr. Cheyenne Bryant here, and she was talking about herself being an alpha woman. Let's hear.
I was also an extreme alpha in my first engagement. I had 2 engagements, called off 2 weddings. My first relationship that I was engaged to, I was extreme alpha. So even if he tried to be alpha, I left no space. It was like, hell no, by all means necessary, because I said so, and you can walk. Like, I'm chasing my career. I know my value. I'm not fatherless. I got a daddy. He spoils me. Good day.
So even in that, do you feel like that he wasn't man enough for you? Or like, what was that? Do you think that's your fault? Do you look back and be like, I was trying to be the man. Not trying to be the man, but because you just said you gave no room for him to do it. So do you regret that part of it?
I think that's a duality. I think he chose a woman who was alpha because it fed something in him that was beta.
Yeah.
I chose a man who was beta because my alpha needed to be inflamed. But my second engagement, he was alpha. That's why I say it's circumstantial. But not only was he alpha, I was ready. I had these submissive feels in me already. So by the time we got in a relationship, I was a hybrid by then. I was alpha submissive.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. We're talking to alpha women out there. Is it difficult finding a man? And if men out there, can you date an alpha woman? Now, before you met Chris, how were men dating you? Was it always difficult for them?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yep, that's why I made that, I told you, I made that comment, how they be like, you think you the man, or like you want to wear the pants and you not giving me, no space to put my foot down. And I'm just like, but you can't put your foot down. You're not bringing enough. You're not bringing enough to the table, and then you're making demands, and it's like you're comfortable.
But it's more than financial, right? Not just bringing money.
Oh yeah, no, okay. It's way more than financial. It's like you can't even take charge. Like you can't. I need to be led. I want to be led. Most of the time, when a woman is alpha, is because she hasn't experienced that from a man. You know what I mean? She has to be alpha. I've always been like the breadwinner in my family. I've always been, not back when I was broke before, but I'm just saying, like, since I've been for the past 10, 12 years, like, yeah, I've been the breadwinner. I've always had. Then my attitude, I had to work on that over the years as well. That caters to alpha too, because sometimes we feel like we can talk to you any type of way. Sometimes, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was hard for guys to date me.
All alpha women aren't created equal either, though. Because some women cut grass. Some women can change the transmission. If you can't do any of that, then you're not a top tier alpha. Some women use right guard. Actual right guard. The deodorant for men.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about top tier alpha women. Okay? There's levels to alpha women. That's all I'm saying.
So
you ever cut grass?
Nah.
You ever change the transmission?
Nope. That sounds like another type of woman you talking about. That's another type.
That sounds like those with hair on their chest.
Yeah, the right guard. Yeah, that's another type.
Hello, who's this? Hello?
It's Elaine from Duval.
Hey, Elaine from Duval. We're talking about alpha woman. Are you an alpha woman?
I damn sure am.
Oh, boy. You got a man?
I am married, actually. I've been married for almost 12 years now.
Okay.
And being an alpha female, I've never had an issue with attracting men. The biggest issue that I have is with submission. So submission is very difficult for me. I know a lot of men need their ego stroked. And while I will compliment, I'm just not in the ego stroking business. It just takes a lot of energy that I just don't have.
So your husband, he was able to be submissive?
No, actually he isn't. He's a super alpha, and so it's just taken a lot of compromise because it took us a while to get to the place that we are now.
Gotcha.
But he had to recognize my strength, and my strength came from being raised by a single parent. My mom is just extra strong, and I'm just used to being strong. But I wanted to tell you something really funny. I was at the airport in Atlanta, and this guy grabbed my bag, and he was like, "Damn, you got a strong ass shoulder." And while he thought that was like I know it was a compliment to me because I've always prided myself on being strong and being a go-getter, and that's just who I am. So my husband just had to bend a little bit, and I have to bend a little bit, but I'm very strong and dominant. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
Essence.
Hey, Essence. Good morning. Are you an alpha woman?
I try to be. No, I'm definitely am.
Is it hard to find a man?
I would say it's a toss-up. Yes and no, because it's like, first off, I was raised this way. I was raised to be independent and take care of myself. I'm not doing this because I want to. Come in, step up, take care of me. But some men get offended when you can take care of yourself and they feel like, oh, well, what do you need me for? You don't need me to provide this. You can do it yourself. I don't want to do it myself. I have to do it myself. That doesn't mean I want to.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's difficult.
Okay. Thank you, Mama.
Definitely. See?
So
I mean, she wants to, but she got to.
So what's the moral of the story?
Cut some grass.
Change the transmission.
Go change the transmission. All right.
There's no moral. I mean, because you can't just not be alpha. You know what I'm saying? You cannot just be strong and successful and powerful and always willing to accept the challenge if that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? I say just date differently.
Okay.
Date differently.
All right. Well, we got Jess with the Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, Jason Lee said Mack the Stallion was fighting somebody at the all-white party. We're going to get into that. Not no. Yes.
All right. We'll talk about it next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, morning everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. DJ MV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. Let's get to Jess with the Mess.
News is real. Whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mess.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, so Jason Lee shares a new Meg the Stallion rumor on a recent episode of his show, The Jason Lee Show. He shared some tea that he has been withholding on Meg the Stallion. Here's the audio that he said.
Megan, listen, I wish you the best. You seem happy today. Everybody keeps asking me to release the tea on Megan that I said I was going to release. She got in a fight with Winnie Harlow at Michael Rubin's party. I don't have all the full details yet, and I'm waiting on the video. But I've texted Megan and Winnie, so there you go. Boom. Hold on. Have a good weekend. It's time for thoughts and prayers.
The messiest councilman I ever seen. I swear, yo. Damn, yo.
Dropping the goosebumps for Councilman Jason Lee. When was the party?
It's the old white party, 4th of July party.
Right?
Oh, back then.
Right.
Yeah.
So, as you heard, he said that, he don't have, any updates or whatever, any more details, but boom. But I think if it was a video of the damn fight, it would have been dropped by now anyway. But it would have been leaked. Jason Lee wouldn't be the only one with the video of the fight.
Don't you think you would have heard yeah, that's what I'm saying. Don't you think you would have heard rumblings about that before?
Absolutely. It's Meg the Stallion and Winnie Harlow. I mean, but, either way, that's what he said. Hopefully we can get more details and, information on this. But if not, it ain't happening.
You're a councilman now, Jason.
Yes.
Okay? Cut it out.
It never leaves. But there's a lot of people that were at that party, so somebody would have to say something or just, it's just weird.
Yep.
Who you think won, though, if it was true?
Megan.
Easily, right?
What?
That's not
what you talking about. What? Straight up. What are we talking about?
I ain't saying Winnie don't look like she got squabbles, but damn.
Yeah, nah, but Megan, yeah, all right. Drink
yeah, right, exactly.
I'm sorry. Anyway, AB comes for Lizzo. Gosh. So Lizzo shared a video of her, writing a letter to the people all over the world. Right. So the video starts with a close-up of her writing on a blank sheet of paper, right? Mm-hmm. And then the message was so nice. It said, sending love to everyone in the world. Mm-hmm. AB, Antonio Brown, jumps on Twitter and say she hold the pen like she hold her an Ozempic shot.
How was she holding a pen?
Yo, this is
it
how
she
was holding a little crazy, but this is not how you hold a needle. I would say like a fork or a spoon or something, like some type of eating utensil, but that is not how you hold a needle, yo. People don't give needles like that.
But
nah, they do, because when they jab it like this, and then they gotta push it in from the top.
But that's like an EpiPen. That's how you give Ozempic.
Oh, an EpiPen, you're right.
Yeah, that's not like.
But nobody
Ozempic
writes like this.
Nobody. Yeah, she. Yeah,
maybe it's exaggerated or something.
No, some kids do, but they'll make the teacher make you change your hand posture
like this. But the teacher ignored her because she's still right like that. But I think AB is clowned out for that. He need to leave her alone. But she is sending love to everyone in the world.
She is.
And what if she can't control writing like this?
But you know what's so interesting about that? That is when you expose people's demons, right? Like whenever you say something like "God bless you" or "sending love to everybody in the world," but then somebody gotta say something negative. That's because with that positive energy, you sending out irritating their spirit.
Yeah. And why people so worried about Ozempic? Leave them people alone. Leave them people alone because their lives matter too.
Leave them people alone as if they their own community.
Yeah, that is the Ozempic community. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. Shoot.
Damn.
Yo, Cash Doll addresses viral baddies clip. So Cash Doll is currently promoting her upcoming album. It drops Friday. The Last Doll drop a clues bomb for my girl. I love her so much. And she's been doing a lot of press. I'm actually very, very proud of her. And she slept on, and she's a sweet and classy girl. I had to give all that because this story is crazy. So she, a few weeks ago, she was a judge on the auditions for the Baddies Midwest show, right? And the clip of her looking like she ain't want to be there and just uninterested, it went viral. This is actually a picture of her. Amongst other pictures.
She don't look like she's excited to be there.
She don't, right? And she actually talks about it. She says something about it.
I never really watched it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. You know, but my sister, she always watch it. And I know my sister is a fan of the show. My friend Jasmine is a fan of the show. Me and Natalie talk or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And then one of my girls wants to get on the show. But that friend is that friend.
Calm down.
So she one of them. When I got in there,
they said, snatch your wig.
That's what got me. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a very, I'm a sweet person.
Yeah.
This person didn't do nothing to you.
No.
And just because somebody tell you to do it, you just gonna do it.
Did you regret it, though, a little bit?
No. I regret it.
You didn't, but would you do it again?
No.
No, she ain't regret it because Zeus got that bag. Look, they that's one thing about them. That bag, that check clears when they invite you on, when they have celebrities or influencers come out and host the reunions or whatever shows. But I can relate to her because my little sister Naya got me watching
Baddies.
Zeus. Yeah, no, I don't watch Baddies. I watch Zeus. No, I'm not blaming it on that. I watched Jocelyn's Cabaret.
Jocelyn's Cabaret.
That's my show. No, I was so tired, but my best friend and my little sister did go. Naya did go.
How they say it was?
They said it was lit. Yo, it was even more lit than last year. It was way more people.
Where?
Yeah, it was still at Starless, but it was way more people. She got better dancers. They carried it. And shout out to my girl, showgirl Neek. She's a dancer from Baltimore, professional. She been dancing forever. She the best dancer on the damn show. So I'm tuned in this season to watch my girl Neek and of course my girl Jocelyn. But yeah, I relate to Cash Doll because my little sister be having me watch the show. She talking about she want to go on Baddies. Please no.
There's a new dance. There's a dance that they do, but something Natalie Nunn and muching the kids be doing.
Natalie Nunn
on TikTok. Sure. Yeah, something about it.
What you
on
say?
TikTok,
you said my chin song.
I know she got it.
First it's like a TikTok song, like something Natalie Nunn. Yeah, something like Natalie Nunn and my chin.
Oh my God! Oh, so she is embracing the chin.
That's like cultural appropriation.
Okay. Nah, but Natalie do got a little bang on her hands. Everybody been posting her song and reposting her song. She is Natalie Nunn. She got a little song.
Kids be dancing to it.
Yeah, the kids. Yep, it's a little trendy looking like.
I've never thought I would hear those words in a sentence.
Natalie Nunn and song. What?
Well, dropping the clues bombs in the Natalie Nunn. I didn't know.
I don't know. Well, I don't know.
Let's find the record and play it.
I don't know if it's her song or if they just dance into a remix, like you know how they do.
They be making them.
Yeah, she got a
like
song. It's
Beyonce.
with somebody.
Yeah,
it's with somebody or whatever. But yeah, she definitely got a song or whatever. But congrats to Cash Doll, man. And make sure y'all look out for our album, The Last Doll. It drops this Friday. So,
okay.
Yeah, and then also get y'all tickets, y'all, because DC, I am there. DC, DMV, Baltimore, I'm there. Warner Theater this Friday at 7 p.m.
Hey.
Yeah, period. Get y'all tickets at livenation.com.
All right.
Per.
Well, that is Jess with the Mess.
It
Jess,
is.
My sources just said that there was a fight between Megan and Whitney Harlow.
It was?
Who the hell is your...
That's what
Now,
they said.
everybody got sources now. Who are your sources?
Who the sources
I can identify
I ain't
my
never
source.
heard you say you had sources ever in life. Now all of a sudden you got sources.
My sources tell me that there was a fight. There was what is that, a kerfuffle?
You too old to have sources.
A kerfuffle.
You're a 47-year-old grown-ass man and you got sources?
Everybody at the all white party, most of it was all over 40. So yes, my sources told me.
I ain't never heard this story. Till today, this morning. Sources.
Yeah. Well, we looking for the fight. They got the fight?
Nah, they ain't got the fight.
Exactly.
Though. They ain't got the fight, though.
Who they say won?
I ain't asked. I'll find out.
Yeah, find out.
All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the mix, y'all.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, earlier you reported that Megan and Winnie got into an altercation.
I did.
My sources just told me that they didn't get into a fight. They got into a loud, aggressive, in-your-face conversation until it was broken up.
Oh, I can see that.
That's what the source said.
Okay.
That there was no fighting, so there was no winner or loser.
I got you.
That's what my source said.
Yeah.
I was sitting back thinking about it. They did get to a physical fight. I wouldn't sleep on Winnie. You know what I'm saying? Just because you bigger than a person don't mean that, you got more squabbles than them. I wouldn't sleep on her.
Yeah, but with all that Megan went through, Megan got a lot of fight in her.
A lot of aggression. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. If it ain't the strength, it's going to be like what's inside of her. You know, when you mad, you fight harder.
I never met Winnie. She tall?
Yeah, she tall.
Okay.
Yeah, she tall. She's a model. Yeah.
So it's just like, it's just a weight difference.
Definitely
yes,
weight.
they shouldn't be in the same weight class.
Yeah. Hell no. Yeah.
Well, she might be quicker.
She might be quick, but is there any, is it
power behind
That's right.
her
It's like,
hits?
it's like Tyson fighting, let's say, Floyd Mayweather. They're not in the same weight class, so Tyson is going to be more powerful.
I get what you're saying. I don't know. That would be an interesting fight. That's why we got to bring Celebrity Deathmatch back, man.
Jesus Christ.
Remember that back in the day?
Yes, I remember that.
That would be a good one.
People too sensitive for that now, though.
That's right.
Well,
Crazy.
not after January.
Hey, y'all.
After January, they will not be too sensitive for Celebrity Deathmatch. Okay? Once Trump gets sworn in on Inauguration Day, sensitivity's going out the window at least for the next 4 years.
Yeah, I'm done with you, yo. When he start?
January, 20th, I think?
Okay. All right. Okay,
all right, well, when we come back, we got the positive note, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, don't forget, this weekend, Jess is going to be out in D.C.
Yes, I'm going to be at the Warner Theater. The show starts at 7. The doors open at 6. Y'all get y'all tickets at warnertheaterdc.com or livenation.com or my website, jesshilariousofficial.com. Make sure you get that. And I be, Baltimore, stop acting like y'all can't drive to D.C. Stop acting like y'all can't drive.
Like a 45-minute drive, right?
Yeah, but you know how that Baltimore it's like Steelers and the Ravens. Like Baltimore and DC are like rivalries. I don't know why. We should be siblings at this point, but whatever. They got beefs like about what they did first. Like DC will say we started wearing New Balance first, so we started wearing Nike boots first. Y'all started wearing the white Nike boots first. Don't nobody do that. You know what I'm saying? White Nike boots. Imagine some big ass white Nike boots with some skinny jeans.
Damn,
that's
you got
DC.
aspirin on your feet.
Yep, that's DC all day. So y'all get y'all tickets.
That's not gonna help the whole DC.
I know,
Baltimore
yo,
come
I
together.
know.
That's not gonna help. But all right.
And listen, I want to salute everybody in Newark, New Jersey, man. Salute to the Brick City. This Wednesday is the official grand opening of Hastoria. Hastoria is a premium dispensary in Newark, New Jersey. It's located at 799 Broad Street in Newark, New Jersey. The grand opening is from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. A lot of people going to be there. Of course, the owner, Raekwon, the chef. Fat Joe. I saw Fat Joe say he gonna be there. A lot of people gonna be there, man. They're gonna have giveaways. They're gonna have raffle prizes. They're gonna have a DJ. So from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. November 13th, this Wednesday, 799 Broad Street, the official grand opening of Hastoria Dispensary in Newark, New Jersey. I'll be there as well, so I'll see y'all there.
All right. Or leave us on a positive note.
The positive note is simply this, man. Remind yourself that winning an argument or proving your point really gets you nowhere in the long run. Win through your actions, not your words. Have a blessed
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?